one of my videos. This one is for IXL 6th grade HH1 Identify statistical questions. We're going to talk about the difference between statistical questions and non-statistical questions. To do that, let's go ahead and click on the Learn by Example. I really like that IXL has this in here. We're just going to go ahead and click at this and go through it. Okay. The one that they give us an example is the following a statistical question. What is your mother's birthday? So if we look at that, and they give us the definition of what a statistical question is. A statistical question requires data to answer it. The data is expected to vary. So let's look at this question up here. And we can read down here that they say, if we ask you, it's asking about your mother's birthday. That has a specific answer. You would ask you that question, you would be able to answer it, and there's going to be no variance. Every time we ask you that question, it would have a specific answer for it. So if we read right down here, that's what it says. Your mother's birthday is on a specific day. It does not vary. So this is a non-statistical question. So other non-statistical questions like this would be is how old are you? How many pets do you have? These are ones that you can just answer and get it. Versus a statistical one, you're going to have to collect data. So example of a statistical one would be maybe how old is, in general, is a 6th grader's mother. So something like that, even though we don't know if we'd want to ask your mothers how old they are, but that could be one you would have to collect data because every one of you would have a mothers would be varying different ages. And so we would have variable ages at that. So that's one that would be different. Another one is, on average, how many pets does a 6th grader have? So that would vary differently. Some people might not have any. Some 6th graders may have a bunch of pets. So that's going to be something that's going to be different. And there's not going to be one exact answer. And the answers would vary. And there's not going to be an answer for it. Okay? So a statistical question, you have to collect data. And there's not going to be an exact answer for it. Okay? That's one thing you want to remember. It's not going to be one exact answer for it. Where a non-statistical, you can think about it and say, hey, there's just an exact answer for that, or I just got to ask one person and they can answer that question. So that's what's the difference between a statistical and non-statistical. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of these. So let's look at the first one here. Okay, so is the following a statistical question? How tall are palm trees? Is that a statistical question or not? Now, in order to answer that, we would have to go out and measure palm trees and find out they wouldn't all be the same height, and there would be no exact answer because it's asking about palm trees in general. So this one would be a statistical question. So this one we'd have to collect data. Now, if this just asked how tall is the palm tree in front of your house, or how tall is a tree in front of your house, that would be non-statistical because that's one you can just go out and measure it and answer that question. But if it's like in general or talking about all trees, like how tall do trees get, then it ends up being a statistical question. So a lot of times a non-statistical question will be more specific, where a statistical question a lot of times will say in general or on average, or in this case we'll be talking about all the trees. So that's one way you can kind of help you determine whether it's statistical or a non-statistical question. Okay? So good luck with these. I think after you try a few of them, if you get stuck, remember, if you miss it, read through the example and it'll help you answer that and figure that out. Good luck with these and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day. Bye.